Okay, this is Virtua Fighter I don't know what it is. It's Virtua Fighter 5 on PS3. That's what I was getting that 3 from. And I'm back here. I said last episode I was due to play some Wolf Hawkfield, but I am preempting that because what I was doing last episode was playing Vanessa Lewis in Virtua Fighter 4, and I kind of broke Vanessa Lewis for myself in Virtua Fighter 4. She has a spin kick move, a flying spin kick, that you do by pressing guard and kick together. And in 4, it's basically a sure hit. Unless the enemy knocks you out of the air as you were flying towards them, you will either hit them and knock them down, or they will block it and be sort of pushed and staggered back, and then they're wide open for a follow-up combo. They actually can't block the follow-up. So, and if it's a stage without walls, you can just shove them out by doing the spin kick repeatedly. If they're blocking it, they'll just get shoved back and shoved back and shoved back, and then until they're pushed out of the stage. And if it is a walled arena, you can't do that, but you can just spin kick at them. If they block it, then you just hit them with a good combo and knock them down, then back up a little bit and fly in with another spin kick as they get up. And then again, unless they can slap you out of the air, then they're in big trouble. Or they can get up. If they can get up really fast and get right back in your face, they might be able to stop you. But other than that, it kind of breaks the whole thing, and it kind of made me start playing Vanessa in a really goofy way. I was just doing the spin kick, and I thought, well, I can keep doing this. I mean, it's an exploit, but we'll see how far I can go. But then I thought, afterwards, I was thinking about it more, and I just thought, man, I don't want to do that. That's dumb. I've ruined Vanessa for myself in Virtua Fighter 4, which sucks because that's where I first fell for the character. She was the coolest thing about Virtua Fighter 4, and now I've kind of found a move that's overpowered. They nerfed the spin kick in 5. That's it right there. You just press guard plus kick, but that's not what I want. Let's get that going on. If the opponent is crouching, you'll just sail right over them. So eventually, what'll happen is the opponent will crouch, you'll miss them, and then they'll womp on you. So it's really not a super exploitable move as far as I can tell anymore. In 5, they basically fixed it, and hopefully I don't find another Vanessa move that is broken. So what I'm going to do is her command time attack, because if I am going to play her here in 5, I guess I should do her command training. Command time attack is just a form of command training. I'm messing with my microphone, don't mind me. Where you're timed, you've got that timer in the lower right, and you have to do all the commands in order without skipping any. And then it saves your completion time at the end if you make it to the end. So we'll see how that goes. I don't usually really rush it. I don't know. I just like doing it anyway because it's fun. The other thing going on here is I have a new microphone. I probably sound a little different to you right now. There should be less background noise and joystick noise and all that stuff. I'm not sure about the noise balance level between the game and my microphone, so this could be too quiet. My voice, it's being drowned out by the game. I don't really know. It'll take me a bunch of episodes to mess with it, probably, because that's what I do. I'm obsessive. And I've also got it's on this boom arm, and now I'm getting a sort of head cramp because I'm trying to maintain some sort of uncomfortable position. So let me mess with this yet again and reposition it on the boom. Okay, this is making great watching, I know. Okay, well. Alright. I don't know. we'll see how we do here, and I'll probably still get a massive neck cramp. Okay, so let's get on with this. Jab. Vanessa has a lot of moves because she has 2 styles. Right now I'm in defensive style, and you switch by hitting all 3 buttons. When she's a little hunched like this, that's her offensive style. In 5, they're both valet tudo. In 4, defensive style was valet tudo, but offensive style was Muay Thai. But of course, in Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, they created Brad Burns and gave him Muay Thai, and that's when they took Muay Thai away from poor Vanessa. So, oh well. So now they're both Muay Thai, blah, blah, blah. Let's reset position. Oh, there we go. Select button. Okay. Defensive style, punch, 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 and then all 3 buttons together. Oh, well, that's interesting. Why? That's weird. And it mode switched me. Punch, punch, and all 3 buttons together. Yeah, it switches modes when it hits with the knee. That's so weird. Anyway. Oh, I like this little uppercut. Crush jaw. Oh. When I first tried her out in 5, I thought I would stay in defensive style because she doesn't have Muay Thai in her offensive style, so I thought, well, what's the point? And in defensive style, she has some benefits, like if somebody throws a standing punch at her, she will just grab their hand, kind of like Jackie Bryant does that as well. And I thought her spin kick worked a little better. I was still obsessed with spin kicks back then. I didn't realize the spin kick broke Virtua Fighter 4, and I liked it, and I was trying to... I was exploiting it all the time in 4, and I was hoping I could exploit it in 5 as well. So I thought it worked a little better in defensive mode. But anyway, I think the reality is that there are good things about both these modes, or styles, or whatever, and so I should just learn both and be a real live dual mode, dual style Vanessa. I can't stop futzing with my microphone. It's on the song Boom Arm. I've got like a hardcore, like actual band microphone stand with a boom arm. It's crazy. And this microphone is oh yeah, I'll talk about the microphone at the end because I know I'm going to go off on it for a while because it's awesome. And if I don't sound like $1,000,000 now, that is not the equipment's fault. That is just my being a knucklehead. Okay, speaking of knuckles, back knuckle high, switch back blow. Well, that's a mouthful. Let's see, forward punch, kick, and then all 3 buttons. That wasn't so hard. It looked hard, but this is the kind of stuff that I'll never, ever... Oh, defensive style. I'll never, ever remember. Back knuckle toe kick, crunch sleeper. Okay, defensive style forward. That's the one I just did. Then a forward throw. Oh, but during counter hit, I hate these. Yeah, sometimes the timing is just pretty arbitrary and very tight. I missed the combo anyway. Yeah, I did it on the second-ish try. Okay, now you're telling me I gotta do another button here. Or I gotta follow up with a kick. Well, mash and kick. Well, there's a... that's not it. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Play demo. That's what we want. So you do the kick. Do the kick when she jerks the neck. Is that it? Or that's when she does it. Okay, so the numbers on the left show she's waiting over a second before she does the kick. She's waiting 70 frames, and it's 60 frames per second. So you do the throw, then you wait a second, then you do the kick. is not it. I can't even do the first part now. Or the second, the third part, whatever it is. I hit punch instead of kick. Well, brilliant. I did not wait long enough before doing the kick. I waited too long, I guess. Not long enough. And she's still... okay, there's something I'm not understanding. That was too long. Well, I think it's just tight timing on... I hate that kind of thing. Forward punch. I like forward punch moves. It's a kind of weird looking one, but... Oh, well, you can follow... Oh, that's not the follow-up. What the heck? Okay, I like that. I like that. It's alright. It's kind of cool. Not sure about these mode switching ones. I'm never gonna do that. It's bogus. I mean, I guess yeah, well, okay. So if you were a super elite Vanessa and you could do like a mode switch midstream, so you did that and then went into some offensive style thing, that would be crazy. I guess that's... As I hiss into the microphone, I gotta get used to this. I guess that's a good way to work in your mode switches, right? There, so I'm mode switched, I got an extra hit out of it, so I guess that's cool. It's not the kind of thing that I think I'm capable of doing right now, but I'm still getting a shoulder cramp. What? Okay, now my body wants to raise the mic arm back up. Oh man, this is gonna be so lame to listen to. But I'll get this worked out after about 20 episodes, maybe. Okay, now I wanna... I've never used a mic stand before, and I keep this little washer style thing to twist into the... Alright, well... I think I got something going on. Okay. Oh, that was some kind of counter move. Oh, there's going to be counter moves. I hate counter moves. Oh, well. Kick, up, down. Oh. That's kind of fun. I hate these. Now I gotta do it again with a kick. Oh. So obviously they want you to clue in on something there that... Because you're supposed to kick after this, so maybe I'll just wait until the neck break and then... that might have been a little too soon. Neck break kick. No. Alright, let's go see what this says. So it's basically while you do the neck break, I guess. Too soon. Yeah, while you do the neck break. Okay. Okay. I like that. Good old forward move. I don't really like back forward moves all that much, generally speaking. Oh, my body wants to adjust the microphone again. Going down. Okay, I'm just going to end up hunched over and muttering into the microphone. turn this microphone grip up. Okay. Down kick and all buttons. Whoop. That's interesting. These are so intricate. I can't do that stuff. Or down back kick. Okay. I love it how some of these charge moves, they just get up. Have you go in like slow motion. They just like took the animation and hit super slow-mo at one point. It's just so silly looking. Punch kick. Punch kick punch. I can't really learn moves this way for the most part. They don't stick in my mind this way. Oh well, that's personal problems. Another mode switch. That's the kind of stuff I'm never going to do either. That's cool. Forward punch, kick, punch. That's pretty sweet. I don't know what that was all about. Hammer strike. That looks so slow. Is that actually going to work on anybody? Oh well. Now that is a nasty looking one. I hate getting hit by move. A lot of people have a move like that where it just looks like it snaps your spine as you recoil and then... Ugh. Okay, that's the spin kick. What did they call that? Guard crush tornado. Oh, well, that's kind of what it does. Yeah, it's true. Oops. It's an axe kick or a heel kick, I guess. Okay, switch back middle. And then as you turn backwards. Oh, these I always do this one accidentally. But I wanted to charge it. Oh, and now they're going to have the thing where they want you to feint. Okay, not quite getting this. Okay. Guard while charging. So I'm holding kick plus guard, but then I have to hit guard. This is where it gets confusing. I can't just hold kick and mash guard. Apparently. I can't even get the... Do I... Oh, well, let's see their little... But I don't really understand. So releases kick. They releasing kick a little after guard, and then they hit guard. Oh man. That was it, wasn't it? I bailed out. Is that the whole point? Okay, well, alright. There's the other bailout. So there's like 3 ways to bail out of those moves. I remember that now. I think I had to do those in final... Where else did I do that? Oh, I don't know. That's kind of cool. It's interesting, that down forward kick guard, which is just a lot like a normal kick move. Oh well. Yeah, now I got a kicker. No. It just so impractical feeling. Like, you have to get... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if you miss it. You just don't get that damage. But the timing is so tight. Too soon. Not my thing. Vanessa has so many moves, though, you can ignore a lot of them. Now, that is gotta be comboable. Well, here's one. Hold G, and then up or down P. Okay, hold G. Oh, yeah. These also... She had some of these in 4, and they look interesting, but to actually do them in a match, I don't know. I don't know about this noise. Yeah, she basically had this exact same setup in 4, so that was probably where I had those other nightmares with bailing out of those 3 different ways to abort a move and all that stuff. What do I call that? Whoop. Setup. Okay. Makes sense. Yes. From defensive style. Oh, during defensive move. A defensive move is an evasion, I think. So I have to evade. Okay. And an offensive move is hitting all 3 buttons while evading. So this is going to be evade, hit all 3 buttons, and then punch. Oh. That was the offensive move. And I'm hitting, just mashing buttons. And it seems like I always run into this problem where it seems like only evading in one direction works for offensive moves, and I don't know why. It feels very arbitrary. Hey, they put me in offensive mood style automatically. How convenient. Oh, it doesn't knock her down, and it switches me back to defensive style. Weird. It's kind of a weird looking. Not even a knockdown. Bunch of high hits. I don't know about that. Just before hit. Oh. There's a bunch of ways to go into that, I think. That's cool. Weird. Why is that a back forward move? I don't know, why not, I guess. Back forward, punch, punch, back punch. Oh, jeez. Back forward, punch, punch, back punch, forward punch, kick. Yeah, it's more of that takedown. How do you just do the takedown on its own? How about that? Oh, and then there's this stuff. Half circle forward. This is where I break my wrist. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, it's a cool looking move. I wish you didn't have to do this goofy input for it. Oh, so you can divert it downward. I guess that's nice. Here's a good move. Oh, you can't combo it. Not with itself. Huh. That's kind of a cool looking move. I like that. I don't think she had that in 4. Or she was Muay Thai in 4, which had a lot of its own cool stuff. It is so slow. Oh man, they really made her kind of weird. Kick, then oh, it's another bailout to the takedown. So, but forward punch kick on its own is not into the takedown, so you have to do other stuff. So you have to be moving forward. Weird. These are so strange. Look how the middle one misses, but that's what's supposed to happen? I wonder if she just has kick, kick, punch, punch. That was a... Oh no, she doesn't. That was a bread and butter combo in 4. At least what I would call a bread and butter combo. Ah, jeez. Forward kick, kick, punch, back punch, forward punch, kick. I did it back too soon. Nope, not back on the first punch. Jeez, what a pain. Who's gonna do that? Give me a break. Forward kick, kick, punch. All 3 buttons. Forward kick, kick, punch. Jeez, and there's a miss in there. It's just so bizarre. It's kind of cool, I guess. Forward kick and then up or down kick. That's forward kick. Yeesh, weird. Alright. Ugh. Jeez. It's kind of cool. Actually, I like that a lot. I get scared doing these down. It just feels vulnerable to do these little down moves in a fight, but it's kind of a cool way to get out of it. Okay, down kick, punch, back punch. That's... what the... I don't like this back punch business. Well, here's some more of it though. Down kick, punch, back punch, forward punch, kick. Oh, it's a take. So you feint out, kind of, and then you do... Yeah. All 3 buttons. Now we're talking. It's all too intricate. Even that's too intricate for me in a match. I mean, come on. Whoa. That's kind of cool anyway. That's interesting. What's the range on that? Oh, pretty good. She has up punch. And up forward kick. Up forward punch. Forward kick. Pretty cool. I love that. Love the elbow. Yeah. Give me more moves like that. Oh, okay. So it's just forward punch kick. Well, I tried that earlier. And it's specific to offensive style. I was thinking it was defensive style. But I was dead wrong. That's why I couldn't do it. I don't know, I trying it before. Well, whatever. Oh, I like that. I don't like back forward moves usually, because when I get hurried, I get them wrong. Whoa. I wasn't even looking at what I was supposed to do. I was just having fun. Oh, man. I don't really like back down forward moves either, but that's just awesome. So she's got cool punch kick moves in offensive style. There's the old spin kicks. They still call it, yeah, guard crush tornado. Yeah, never gonna do that in an actual match. Nope. What is that? This is so weird. You wait 37 frames, so that's about 2/3 of a second, and she does it well right as she hits. Just made the timing so tight for these. It was going a little too soon, as it turned out. Oh, that's weird. That is, like, what is she grabbing there? Is she grabbing their large intestine? No, I can't do it. Like, what? Yeah, she did that in 4 or somewhere where I did this before, and it was just like... she's somehow leveraging them over by her foot in their abdomen. I don't know. Don't like that move. It kept... well, I know what it was. I kept accidentally doing that instead of the spin kick sometimes, and that was really annoying. Hit it down. Look at me hit down. While charging. Oh, I guess you have to release everything? I don't know. That's not it. I was bailing out. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Whatever, man. That's not kick, or that's not guard, that's kick. Alright. Yay. Oh, wow, so you can evade into that. See, it only works one way. Is that... see if I can do that this way, too. Or not do it this way. No, that way... that one doesn't work the other way. No, it does. Ah, well, I just suck. That's a lesson there. Come on. Well, why can't I do offensive moves at all at this moment? Did it. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm in the wrong style, I bet. Well, that shouldn't have stopped me from doing an offensive move. The problem is, if you get those wrong, you're hitting all three buttons, and that's going to mode switch you, and that can get really confusing when you're trying to play Vanessa in the heat of a match. From Intruder Step. Well, which one was Intruder Step? Dang it. Dang it. Oh, my time is ticking away. In 4, just normal command training was always timed. And then they kind of made it its own special twist in 5. And then in Final Showdown, they don't time you at all or save any of your completions or anything. So that's kind of a come down. What am I looking for again? Intruder Step. Did I pass it? Oh, oh. Offensive style, back kick, then forward. Oh man. They really should tell you that here. Just like, give me a second line or something. Back kick, then forward, and then punch. Oh boy. Back kick, forward, punch. Oh, back kick forward, then punch and all three buttons. That was it, except I forgot what I was doing. It's just brain numbing. Okay, back kick forward, and then kick. Jeez Louise. I do this under protest. Back kick forward, then punch card. Okay, good. Okay, so how's the easiest way to... Oh, so the easiest way to do takedown was just forward, forward, punch, kick, right? No. And then just mash, punch. In Final Showdown, they changed that, so you can't just mash, punch to do that move. I like it better in this where you can just mash. Alright. I guess I should try to figure out which one does more damage or something, but probably the one with more inputs. I don't know. Okay. Oh, that's not punch plus kick. So then there's a throw. Oh. After hammer knuckle, so you do one punch and then a throw. I think. Yeah. And now 2 punches and then a throw. I guess that's maximizing your damage, probably. Hey, I just had to stand there. I like that. And then I hit punch. And there's a throw out of it, too, if I'm not mistaken. Not too slow. Yeah. You didn't even hit me. Come on. Canyon dive. I like that throw. That throw's pretty good. Uh-oh. I don't like these inputs. Oh, I don't like this input even more. Oh, jeez.
Take that.
Well, it looked cool.
Take that.
Oh. Weird input. I don't like that kind of stuff. Donk. Ugh. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Not that I will ever do that, or even be in that situation, much less remember to do that. But if you did, that would be like, I don't know, winning the Super Bowl for awesomeness. Like, would I rather win the Super Bowl or pull off that move on video? Probably pull off that move on video. That would look really silly winning the Super Bowl. It'd be a case where, like, everybody on the other team had just not shown up or something. It's the only way that would work. Alright. In 5, as opposed to Final Showdown, and before 5 and 4, and probably before that, I don't know, you had to hit all 3 buttons to throw a crouching character, which I have tremendous trouble in doing in an actual match. Always fun. Imagine being the poor animators who had to do all those variations. Got offensive throws. That's the same. That's a weird one. Oh, the core knee and hip and... Bam, bam. Oh. So defensive style, she had more wall throws. Who would have guessed? That looked weird. That looked pretty cool, except for the clipping at the end on the opponent on into the ground. Oh, down for it. Oh, that looks painful. I like how she grabs her by her bald, shiny, presumably frictionless head. It's just a weird looking one. What? Oh. Ah, jeez. So back punch kick. Counters. Too soon. Like how you would do this stuff in a... I mean, I can't read the computer at all, so... But I guess if you knew a human opponent well enough, it would make sense. Cool animation, I guess. Whoop. So I wonder if she has as many counters in offensive style. What is that? Not Alright, whatever. Too soon. Too soon. Versus right mid kick. So you would have to do a different one versus a left mid kick? Yes, indeed you would. How would you even read that in time? She's kicking with her left leg. I have to do a different move. It's just absurd. Come on. Come on. And there's another kind of kick, and who the heck knows? That is a crazy animation. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's a jump attack. Ah. in Final Showdown they changed it so you can jump with guard, and that changed how you delay moves. In 5 though, you can just hold the button down to delay a move. Whereas in Final Showdown, you couldn't hold the button down to delay a move, so you would have to jump with guard, and you can't jump with guard in 5. But in Final Showdown, you would jump up with up guard and then hit the move when you wanted it to come out, hit the button for punch or kick when you wanted the move to come out. That's how you would delay a jumping attack in Final Showdown. I like 5's version better, although Final Showdown's one does open up more flexible controls for others doing stuff, but you know, whatever. It took an intuitive system and made it less intuitive as far as I'm concerned. And you just hold it extra long. Oh. That's a standard wall throw input that, or wall kick input that everybody have. Oh, there it is. Whoa! Oh, that was freaky. Okay, well, that's good. I don't think I learned anything because there was just too much crazy stuff. So, but I did it. So, let's just go fight. Training. Who needs to learn? Not me. I'm a natural. Really not. Drooling on my microphone because I don't know how to use microphones. I'll probably short it out. That would be not so great. So this is quest mode, which is pretty neat. I'm third Dan. I think so there's normal and hard difficulty in quest mode. You can switch at any time. Normal is it makes the easier ranks a cakewalk, so that seems silly because then you're just wasting opponents basically, so I keep it on hard. And really, like, I tried arcade mode on very hard, the hardest setting, and it was super hard compared to quest mode, and I've gotten up to, with some characters, up to like 5th Dan so far. So, and of course the ranks go from 10th Q to 1st Q, then 1st Dan, then 1st Dan up to 10th Dan, and then after that, I'm not sure. In 4 they get into name things like Hero, Champion, and then Galactinator, crazy stuff. I'm not sure if 5's quest mode does that. That's Kumite mode in 4. It's not called quest mode in 4. It's simpler, and it's just called Kumite. You didn't have a map to walk around in. In 4 Evolution you did. But anyway, I want to see costumes. Yeah, I don't really like Type D. Don't really like Type B. Although I've seen Type B in a silver, maybe that was in Final Showdown. That was kind of cool. It looked like a space suit, basically. But so for me, it's basically Type A and Type C. I think with Type A, you can get a special item, maybe when you hit 5th Dan rank, or by filling up an orb disc or something. You can get an item that takes off her shirt and just wears they actually call it a bra, but just wears her top instead, which would be cool, because, you know, why not? But I guess I'll stick with this for now. Let's see what I actually have them set up as. I was wondering about the glasses for Type C. Oh, I'm getting a stiff neck keeping my head up to this microphone. Oh well, I'll get used to it, I suppose, or I'll just die. I guess I was hoping, were there black pants for this? And that would be kind of ninja-like. Type A. Type A, I'm not sure what to do with. Really sure what I'm going for with A. Oh, that looks weird. Oh shoot, that looks weird. Okay. Those are okay. Yeah, I mean, this is just such a cheesy. I mean, let's give her just a boring jumpsuit, and then massive cleavage. That's good. Oh, it seems a little goofy. This one just, I don't know. The jeans make her something weird about the outside of her leg curvature, and then the jacket is just kind of awkward. Maybe there's an item that will let you take the jacket off. That would be nice. It's such a goofy looking jacket. Maybe there's just better colors for it. The whole colors on this whole thing are weird, but I suppose that's why you would want to get different colors of things. And for that, you need money or to win items. This hairdo looks weird, but I've seen it on an NPC, on an AI, and it looked cool. So go figure. The beret, I just got a beret in Virtua Fighter 4 and it was awesome, but if this beret is like the one in Final Showdown, it looks really goofy, and it does look pretty goofy in that thumbnail, so yeah, they had problems with hats. These hats, they didn't know how people wear hats in most cases in 5 and Final Showdown. She does have a bunch of other glasses. Or these if you just want to go that route. Well, I could get a red leather bra. That's something to do. But what I really like. These are not colors I really want. Gray would be okay, but is it better than black? Not really. White. Wait a second. That's white SP shirt, but is that the? I guess it is. You just can't tell because you can't see the massive cleavage. Well, that's interesting. That's better looking color. It's a better looking color. That's a weird color. So much better looking color. Pink, I don't know about that one. Where's the type C? Oh, I already passed those, I guess. I don't know about that. Ooh. Well, these aren't really coordinated, so hopefully there's others you can win. Of course, a bazooka. So I guess, that's A. So I need combat pants. What is with these colors? Who wants that? Oy, oy. That's kind of interesting. Purple, no. It's not what I would pick. These jeans, there's what I want. 13,000. I guess that's what I'm saving my ducats for right now. Alright, well, I said I was going to fight, and then I went and shopped for a long time, so that was weird. It's the newbie arcade. Look at all these people I haven't fought yet, or beaten. That's when you get a yellow star, is when you beat them. So, start out on a lower rank. So third queue is kind of like level 7, basically, because you start at 10th queue and then it counts down. Or is that 6? Did you say karate? I don't know karate.
Time for a combat seminar.
Do the usual thing. I know.
Ready? Go!
Ballet tudo. Like that. Okay, what can I do? I'm in defensive mode. That was weird. It really sort of snapped to that elbow. Like, oh yeah, forward kick with defensive mode is pretty sweet. Jeez, I just splattered her. Took a chunk out of the railing.
Ready? Go!
Yeah, that's a good kick. I like that kick. Oh. Wow. Gosh, it doesn't have the up forward moves that you have in offensive mode. Style, I should say. I don't understand the purpose of down forward guard kick. It's just like a normal down forward kick move, as far as I can tell. Uh-oh.
KO!
Ah, well, shoot.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
She only has the takedown in offensive. I better remember that. So I want to try some takedowns. Oh, no. So she's crouching. No takedown. Oh, yeah. Oh, my face.
KO!
Wrong.
Fight 4. Ready? Go!
One big improvement over 4 is that you can switch your style in the little delay before a round starts. In 4, you had to wait until the round started, and that was tricky. Because you could try to, like, dash backwards right at the beginning and then hit all 3 buttons as you're doing that, which worked. You can't actually mode switch while dashing in 5, which I'm not sure why they did that. But
mission accomplished.
4 you could, so that's basically what you had to do, is just dash back and hope that the opponent didn't know you were going to do that and had a really long range, fast dash in attack of their own, because then they could just belt you like Akira could do that if he wanted. And that wouldn't work well against a human opponent because they would know you were going to do that and they would waste you. So I don't know what people did as Vanessa and 4 to start off in offensive style against the versus play. Whoop. I'm not really paying attention to anything right now. Whoop. Oh, what am I doing? Just rushing in like a moron.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Well, I am a moron, so that makes sense. Should I try one of those half circle throws? The answer to that is no. Oh, I had a chance to do one there. There we go. Didn't do that much damage, so what the heck is the point of that? Oh, see, I could have done a crouch throw, but I don't think of it in time. Oh.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
I'm sounding too nasal into this microphone right now. I'm kind of distracted by it somehow and trying to twist my voice down into it. I don't know. I can't talk in my usual... Yeah, I am. I'm sort of talking from the front of my mouth, trying to sort of get it into the microphone. I guess what I should do is move the microphone closer. Like, just swallow the microphone. That's what I should do. That was actually kind of cool looking gold clothing he had. Oh, I've already beaten him anyway, so there. Let's fight her. I'm sure I'll learn something here. Yeah, I'm talking from the front of my mouth because I feel like I want to get it right into the microphone, and the microphone is getting a little too,
I'll show you what
Yep.
combat's all about.
a little too moist from the warm, sweaty breath.
You know what you're getting yourself
Well,
into.
nobody needs to know
Fight
that.
1.
Look at
Ready? Go!
Ta! Tay! Ta!
I do like those up forward kicks, up forward punches and kicks in offensive style.
Fight 2. Ready?
So you can switch.
Go!
Yay. Oh, not gonna let me do one now.
Well,
Oh, well. Just mashing.
KO!
Ugh. Oh, that's right.
Fight 3.
Takedowns.
Ready? Go!
And just punch her in the face. Oh, and then throw. Yeah, look at all that damage. Punch, punch. Oh, I thought I missed it. What if I do? Oh,
KO!
well, fine. Be that way.
Fight 4. Ready?
Okay,
Go!
down punch. Oh. Down punch, and then throw. Is that more damage? Looks about the same. Jeez, let's do all 3 punches. Yeah, not quite as much damage, I think. Oh, she just switched modes so she could do that. But see, then the AI often doesn't follow through. It's weird. I don't think I'm teching it. I don't know if you can tech it. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot it was an item match.
we'll fight again.
Really? Why would I bother? I've got her star. There's just no point unless it's an item match. So I need 3 more orbs to unlock a special item. My little orb disc on the lower left. Wow, right back into the puddle. It's a late day.
Fight 1.
Stubble,
Ready?
Mr. Jones.
Go!
Well, that's not how we play, Mr. Jones. I wasn't paying attention. Well, I guess I didn't see it. So I do have to fight Mr. Jones because I don't have his star. So, fine. It's tough to win money in this game. You have to win tournaments, or sometimes you just get random money from winning a match. It's an item battle, but or if you lose a match, you get 25 gold. But that means you have to lose a whole lot of matches to get any amount of gold that way, and
You know what you're getting yourself into.
you would
Fight 1. Ready?
risk losing
Go!
rank. At least in the Dan, when you get up to the Dans, you can get demoted. I'm not sure about the Qs in 5. In 4, you couldn't get demoted till you were at first Dan rank. Well, why does rank even? Actually, I did find out one reason why rank matters. In like in this newbie arcade. Oh, that was close.
KO!
Oh, dang it. AIs above, what was it, 3rd Dan would not
Ready?
show up to challenge me until I got to 4th Dan rank myself. So, and I'm not sure if there's another cutoff like that. Like maybe you have to be 8th Dan before, 8th Dan or higher opponents will show up. That would except maybe in tournaments.
KO!
I can't believe that punch hit. Usually he's invulnerable when he's got his back in that little turned state in that
Fight 3.
kata or whatever the heck it is. Oh, yeah, back punch. Whoop. Yep. Hey, this Lei hasn't been so bad so far. He's showing signs of being bad. Don't be a bad Lei. Oh, that's two. Yeah, he's being bad. That's 2 rounds he's just stolen like that. Wait, what was it? It was, yeah. Forward punch, kick, and punch. I do like that. That's good. So I did learn something in command training. Look at me. Oh, but he blocked it. Forward punch, kick, punch. In defensive mode. I like
Fight 5. Ready? Go!
Oh. Oh, I missed it. Stop it. Jerk face. I should have done a down attack. So it's down kick. I should have just done that. Look how our clothes get wet and glistening. I love it. I love it. They took the rain out in Final Showdown, but this looks awesome.
You're no match for me.
Mr. Jones is no match for me. I feel like singing into this microphone. It's just a stage mic, actually. So it's kind of what it's for. I should sing. I should sing and play. I'd probably get many more subscribers. Mr. Jones and me splashed around in the puddles downtown. And then Akira and I did too, except I'm not going to bother because... Oh, so I'm third Dan here. So it was with Sarah where I found out about that sort of fourth Dan boundary. So you notice it's not giving me anyone above third Dan right now. But when I rank up, all of a sudden they'll come flooding out. It's kind of weird. I do need to fight Divine Mark. Or Divine Merc, or whatever the heck. Whatever. Dev 1E Merc. Feeling the wrath. Oh, the pressure. What could it be?
You know what you're getting yourself into.
I take 5,000 gold. That's the most I've won from an idle match. That was pretty sweet. But it probably not. Usually you get 1,000. If it is money. Ah! Okay. It's too fast. Too fast to do that backspin, punch, kick, punch. If I stay in defensive mode, I better make up my mind. We'll try offensive mode. Oh. Shoot. I don't think offensive mode's going to outspeed him anyway. So I probably should have stayed in defensive. Oh, now I'm doing dumb stuff. Ooh, well, that did help, actually.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Shoot. Shoot! There goes half of my health. Oh, there goes the rest. Jeez, he's got a read on me bad. Oh. Yeah, that was bad. Alright, fine. I'm going to go back to defensive mode to confuse you. Are you confused yet? No. Oh, he's confused. He's totally shook. Look at that. He doesn't know what to do. Whoop.
KO!
Shoo.
Fight 5. Ready? Go!
Oh, dang it. Evaded that perfectly. Oh, axe kick. That was down back guard kick. Oh. Ah, fuzzy guard. All the junk. get your way in with that stupid little backhand slap low thing. Get out of my face. Give me that item.
On the battlefield, you'd be
well,
dead.
an orb. 2 more to go. This is probably too quiet and you can't hear me. I turned off artificial volume boosting, hoping that it'll make a cleaner signal, but it might not be loud enough. I might have to add a few decibels of
You'll enjoy
volume.
this,
I don't
trust
know.
me. Ready?
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
But the native volume of this microphone actually is right in sort of the ideal, when I'm kissing up to it like this, it's right in the ideal yellow volume zone in my recording software. Volume zone. But it can drop if I drop my own voice volume, and I don't know, I'm not a professional voicer, not a professional talker person, so I'm not good at this yet. I'm trying. Oh, I forgot. That's offensive mode. Oh. Masamune, take it to the face. Oh no. I was thinking too much. I was thinking I wanted to do back punch, kick, punch. Oh, but I did something wrong.
Fight 3.
What was
Ready?
it?
Go!
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's forward punch, kick, punch. Oh, stupid. There goes 60% of my health. Oh, and it's got a deflection. I forgot. Okay, forward punch, kick, punch rules. Of course, in offensive mode, she just has an elbow direct from forward punch, kick, which is also pretty sweet like that.
KO!
Alright, I gotta stop messing around. Masamune is,
Fight 4.
she's got a knife strap to her ankle, for Pete's sake. Oh, I forgot that's the axe kick. I just wanted to... Isn't it funny that that's an axe kick? For most characters, that would be a sweep. Down, back, punch, and guard kick. Oh, I thought I had something there. That was something. That again. Yeah! Down, back, guard, kick. Boom.
Fight 5.
What do they call that in the actual move list? A heel kick? Oh, there's her heel kick. Wow, that was a heck of a bounce I took. Just mashing on you, Masamune. Oh. It's just a mash fest for both of us, I think. Oh, heel kicks right and left. Oh, wow. I think she's got more bounce on hers.
KO!
Why'd you have to go and spoil my fun?
You'll never be a match for me.
Well, I'm guessing I will, Masamune. I'm gonna fight you until I am. I was thinking right at the end there, I wanted to do my forward punch, kick, punch again, but then she killed me.
I'm no pushover, sweetie.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
Oh. Wow, that is a cool looking move. I threw her out of her flamingo. And I've got that move. Oh.
KO!
I screwed up the juggle, but
Fight
she's
2.
already
Ready? Go!
Whoa. That's weird. It starts off weird. Ow! That didn't do as much damage as it looked like it might do. Whoa. That's just what I wanted to do. Yeah, take it. Aw, nuts.
KO! Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Ew. Stop it. Stop avoiding my throws like a jerk. I don't know about that up forward kick in defensive mode. Oh, I thought she was going to do something clever, but she totally didn't. Scared me for a second there, Masamune.
Ready? Go!
Oh, that's a deflection. Ah. I shouldn't have spammed it. Oh, boo! Oh. Ah. Oh, okay, that hurt. That was not what I wanted.
Fight 5!
Ugh,
Ready?
I'm goofing around too much. Ow. I thought that wasn't a sweep again. Oh. Again. Oh no, she figured it out. Ha! One time too many to the heel kick farm. Oop.
KO!
You're just gonna stand there on one leg, huh? How about I just punch you?
We'll fight again.
No rush. Well, I was a match for her. Oh, it's the Eileen named Eileen. Yoo-hoo. She says. Wow, that's an awesome sound. Big gong. Charming little outfit as it happens. But
Ready? Go!
let's go see if I already have your star, Eileen named Eileen. Okay. No. Alright, fine. Well, this is going well for me not being able to assimilate much of what I did in command training. I got forward, punch, kick, punch. That works well in defensive. And forward, kick. And in offensive, there's the up,
I'll
forward
show you what combat's all about.
with punch or kick. And then the forward, punch, kick to do the takedown
Ready?
thing and punch him in the face or throw him or whatever you want to do. That's all pretty cool. So that's a lot of moves right there. Oh, yeah, that's the fun part about fighting Eileen. Oh, even Eileen named Eileen.
KO!
You kind of play hacky sack with her sometimes. It sounds mean, but
Fight 2!
it's just how
Ready?
they made the physics work. Oh, no. Gizzard. Oh, I'm sorry I fuzzy guarded you, Eileen. I think that's a scumbag tactic myself. Donk. Oh, I could have juggled.
KO! Fight 3! Ready? Go!
Whoop. Nice. Oh, well, caught up with her anyway. Hey, I'm almost up to rank 4, and then stuff's gonna get a little crazier.
Mission accomplished.
I guess if the mission was just beating Eileen pretty bad. Ah, GTX rules.
The big-time player is here.
Fight 1! Ready? Go!
Well, that's good to know. Ah, I do have to fight him. Fine. I wonder what Che Gardy means. I should Babelfish that, by which I mean Google Translate that, since is Babelfish gone? It kind of went away at one
Go
point.
time, baby.
It got weird.
You know what you're getting yourself into.
Fight
Aw, his
one.
glasses are cooler
Ready?
than mine.
Go!
Help.
Ring out!
Bath. Look how fast we're going. Super fast.
Fight
Well,
two!
he's dead. Oh, he's
Ready?
back.
Go!
Take.
I'm thinking it's back touched me for some reason. That hurt a lot.
Yes.
That didn't hurt too bad.
Well.
Oh, I didn't think. I should have done something there. Oh, I thought I had him out of the red. Oh, now I'm gonna lose.
KO!
Jeez, what a thrashy ending.
Fight three! Ready? Go!
Take.
Yes. Yes.
Not sure what the point of that move is. How do you hit anybody with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
KO!
Too passive and
Fight
confused.
four! Ready? Go!
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he didn't like this move. Brad, you're knocking all the moisture out of the raft. Look at you.
KO!
Oh, I couldn't quite get him off. Oh well. Oh, I'm about to rank up.
On the battlefield, you'd be dead.
Oh, the colors look really good there for a sec. Oh, jeez, I was. This is the novice to advanced arcade. There it is. I remember that because I've had this come up past couple characters in short order, it seems like, and it's been a rough one. I think I've been getting more advanced opponents, and oh, and it's 5 rounds. Jeepers. No. Unicorn. That's a cute name. Pretty little unicorn. Check masher? What? What am I missing here? Who is Unicorn? The man known as Unicorn. Yep. For some reason I was thinking you couldn't rank up in a tournament, but that was, of course, stupid. There's a heck of a
You know what you're
color
getting
it's
yourself
got
into.
going on
Fight
there.
one! Ready?
What's that say on the back of his shirt, though? Is it like a motorcycle? Motorcycle company emblem? Oh, this is working well. I don't know what I'm doing. Just forward kick. Oh, I got hit like a piece of meat. A side of beef, just a thwack. They're making sound effects for a Hong Kong martial art movie from the 1980s.
Fight two! Ready? Go!
Oh, that's the slowest looking belly flop ever, but it got me. Oh yeah, 5 rounds. Oh, okay, well, that's not letting me do the move I wanted to do, and then I whipped the move I wanted to do, and I'm
Fight
dead.
three!
Alright, that was a bad
Ready?
idea.
Go!
Almost. I did forget that that had 2 moves to it. I don't know why that second one didn't actually hit me. You just went low. You hit me with that, unicorn.
Excellent!
Unicorn, you got corned. Anyway, where's your horn? Isn't it like...
Fight 4.
What is
Ready?
supposed to happen with a
Go!
unicorn if they lose their horn?
Ta!
Like something bad. It's not good for a unicorn. Jeffrey, you're getting predictable. All your attacks have 2 hits. Oh, that one didn't. That one didn't. Alright, mixed it up. Oop, I thought I was being smart.
Wow.
Oh, whoa. Oh, I was just standing there not doing anything. I didn't expect...
Wow.
So I guess I stopped guarding at the wrong point, and he should have wasted me with that, but I have the auto barrel. Oh, you did it! Oh no! Oh yeah, he doesn't like this move. Man. Oh, look where you're going. Oh, this is so long.
Fight 6. Ready? Go!
It's like the announcer doesn't even like saying that number. I have had a match go up to 9, of course. Oh, I was totally blocking. Okay, now he's fuzzy guarding like a maniac. Stop it. Whoa. Super evasion.
KO.
Well, that wasn't so bad, just long. Bam.
On the battlefield, you'd be dead.
Now I'm gonna get all the high Dan people when I go back to the newbie arcade. Oh. Fei. So the last guy I fought was 3rd Dan when I was 3rd Dan, and I rank up, and then I face a 4th Dan when I'm 4th Dan. How about that? Monk power enlighten me. Whoa. Okay. Let's put my mic stand and not do that. Ow, my face.
You know what you're getting yourself into.
Fight 1.
How
Ready?
could he know? He can't. Oh, but he's a Jedi. Oh, this Jedi no vision thing on me. Oh. Oh. What are you doing? Shoot! What the? I'm not doing anything smart right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
KO.
Jeez. That's why I hate lay phase.
Ready? Go!
What?
KO.
I'm forward
Fight
kick.
3. Ready? Go!
Ugh. Yeah. What the heck?
KO.
He's just doing it.
Fight
I mean,
4.
need 5 rounds to just
Go!
not get hit by his junk. Or I'll just keep getting hit worse and worse. Jeez. Wow.
Excellent.
Oh, okay, I want to go. I don't want to be in this tournament anymore.
Ready? Go!
Oh, that was satisfying.
KO. Fight 6. Ready? Go!
Stop it. Just remembered this move. Ugh. Is he gonna let me keep doing that? I somehow suspect not.
Go!
Oh. That was the whole real deal.
Fight 8. Ready? Go!
Oh, he has to bail out of that because I fall down too early. That's my only consolation right now. Oh no!
KO!
He almost did it.
Fight
Yeah.
9. Ready? Go!
Right 9. Come on, Juno Synth. Take it. Oh no. What? Oh, right. I was doing back punch kick like a moron.
You're no match for me.
Lay face. Hey. Jokes. I don't think I've seen jokes before. Look at me, impressed. Well, I don't know. Let's see what you got. Or is the jokes on? Okay, I'm
You
impressed.
know what you're getting yourself into.
See, I want
I'll
that
show
kind of
you
look.
what combat's all
Not so much the
about.
white, quote-unquote, bra, but
Fight 1. Ready?
got some colors going on.
Yep.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, I forgot about the axe kick. That could have helped on Wayfei.
KO!
Wow. Well, I have a feeling this is going to be a long match regardless.
Go!
Not at this rate. Oh. Oh.
KO! Fight 3.
I forgot you can
Ready?
crouch.
Go!
Take that.
Oh.
Take that.
I forgot all about Mr. Spin Kick.
Take that.
Ah.
Take that.
Nice. What the?
KO!
Oh no.
Fight 4. Ready? Go!
Whoop.
Take that.
KO!
Spin kick. Man, thanks for reminding me, jokes.
Fight 5.
Spin kick
Ready?
still got some
Go!
possibilities. Ah. Jeez.
KO!
Oh, that was a mess.
Fight 6. Ready? Go!
That move, if they block it, you're kind of in the danger zone. Oh no.
KO!
Keep doing back instead of forward with that.
Fight
Glad I
7.
actually remembered it
Ready?
after at least
Go!
just one bit.
Take.
Oh, how did she was crouching? How did she block that? Ow, my back.
Take that. Take that.
Oh no, see, she can just crouch under it. Oh, shoot.
KO.
Hey, I won. That was a cool looking Vanessa, though. Why can't I just win jokes
We'll
as
fight
clothes?
again.
Well, I will win an item, so maybe. Oh, duh. Isn't that available in the store? Wait a second. Did I just get kind of ripped off? Let me see this. Desert camo. Oh, I just hit my mic with my flip. It's awkward. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's not here. Forest. Dry woods. Well, it must look super awesome then. Right, guys? Super awesome. Well, it doesn't really go with the black bra. But what does? I don't know, it's something. If they have, what other bra colors could I buy? Such an odd name. Let's go bra shopping, fellows. Red. Well, there's a brown. Green. Well, I kind of want to buy a brown bra now. That sounds weird. But, you know, that 13,000 for those black pants is a long way off. What's a girl to do in the meantime? Roll in some of that jazz. Look at that bold new look. Not so much, I guess. Getting somewhere. I suppose they have pants for 3,000. Whoops, that's not. Oh, yeah, it is. See, that would work, but don't have money. Well, it's oh yeah. Okay, well, that's cool. Switch my costume type and fight Tizzy. Already pathetic. Well, I mean, I guess. Well, let's make this the last one. This, I gotta watch my duration on these 1080p
Time for a
videos.
combat seminar.
This brown thing is kind of gross, actually.
Go.
I spent 2,000 gold to learn that. Well, you know, sometimes you gotta take it to make it. No, that's not. Yeah, I'm back to milking the spin kick. That's what jokes taught me.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Man, I suddenly don't like the white hair even. Whoa! Oh, that was cool.
KO!
It's a little guitar going nuts on us.
Ready? Go!
Whoop. Ooh. Yeah, take that. Oh, she's too fast. Oh, she's too fast.
KO!
Way too fast. What was I doing?
Fight 4.
What was that anyway?
Ready?
That was back punch? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, God. See, that's what would... That's the only way you could get somebody out of it in 4 was to hit him out of midair. See if she can do that again. Nope. But she could have crouched under it. I hope it's not too... Well, it's not too strong because...
Mission
Work
accomplished.
that well against chokes, I don't think. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, that's the all-city thing. All-city tournament, okay. Oh, except I wanted to... Customize... Settings... Oh, I hope it doesn't make me miss the tournament because I didn't go straight to it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Sure. I can't really beat the dog tag. It's a weird combination, though. Oh well. I kind of want brown gloves. Dang. All these black gloves. Hell, go with the bra. These go with the shirt. I don't know what to do. Oop. Dang, dong. I don't know. It's a work in progress. Okay. Well, it's a big one. 16. That's twice as big as usual. At least it's not 5-round matches. Sir Sirocco's was here. And Grabber. Sweet. Radar. I don't think I've ever seen this guy, and it's lion. My most hated of savanna animals. At least in Virtua Fighter form. Whoa.
I won't lose!
Wow, well, that's a different look. Did
combat's
he have
all about.
freckles all over his forehead?
Fight 1. Ready? Go! Ha!
Oh, he squirted off the wrong way. Shoot, stop that. Ah. This is with his little man purse back there. Oh, why can't I juggle him? Oh, shoot.
KO!
Oh, that was weird.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Ugh. Oh. Just create a little. Sheesh. Wow.
KO. Fight 3. Ready? Go. Yes.
What? Ugh.
Take that! Ta!
KO. Fight 4. Ready? Go.
Ta! Take,
Stupid.
take,
Ha! Take that.
Go shoot.
Fight 5. Ready? Go.
ta! Ta! Ta!
Ha! Ha! Take that.
No. Ugh. I took that one for granted. That was bad. Oh, except you can retry, so... Oh, he won the whole thing. Well, good for him. What a jerk. Okay, sit up a little, adjust my microphone. Get proper posture. That's the problem with this microphone deal now. Okay. Yes. Now, does it re-randomize the opponents? I think it does. Oh no, it didn't. Well, Rocco's is still there. Oh, but that lion isn't, so it did. Well, no lion. I like this better already. But there is a 6-Dan owie, so this could go quickly. Whack, whack.
Fight 1. Ready?
Oh, I've seen her before. I like her crazy colors. Ow. But I don't like her fast punches, slaps, or whatever the heck you would call what she does.
Yep. Take, take that!
Ah, why do I try it on her? She's too fast.
KO. Fight 2. Ready? Go.
Ugh. Sheesh. Oh. I stopped blocking again.
KO.
She's just bobbing.
Fight 3.
Arrgh.
Ready? Go.
I hate that business, Andy. Come on. Just sit there bobbing. Oh, well, I'll do that then. Fine. Gosh, jeez.
Ta! Take that!
The animation for that is so weird.
Yep.
KO.
I'm just flailing around.
Fight 4. Ready? Go.
Take,
Yeah, that's no good if she's gonna block. Whoa, mix-ups. She did it again. She went high that time. Well, that was an expensive throw I finally pulled off.
Yep.
KO!
Hey, I made 25 gold. Get me out. Why am I sucking this bad? We're gonna finish this tournament. Shit. Yes, yes. Why did you do this to me, game? I was on my last match, and then you give me this. I guess it'll always be here, though, right? So I could just stop and come back next time, but I'll forget. I don't know.
Fight one!
I'm gonna have
Ready?
to.
Go!
I don't think I have what it takes right now. Ah! The colors are clashing in a bad way. I blame you for this first.
Take that.
Oh no!
KO!
Ha! Pick me up, will you?
Fight two! Ready?
Not without my
Go!
permission. Oh! That was a slow move. Oh no! Ow!
Take that.
Oh, my face, my toes. Oh no, everything's going wrong. Grab me there. Just lucky. Good.
KO! Fight
Headbutt.
three! Ready?
Yeah, I'm
Go!
out of it. Been too long. Long night, Ferns.
Take that.
Dumb stuff.
Take.
Oh, jeez, wow. I didn't know I could do a full combo like that off of that.
Fight four!
Holy
Ready?
smokes.
Go!
Whole new ball game, Ferns. Oh, no, not really. Headbutt me again, will you? Oops. Oh, dang it. Oh, no. No, no, no. Get out of it. Get out. Get out. I can't think of what to do. Now
KO!
I'm in trouble. That's what I was going to
Fight
say.
five. Ready? Go!
I'm out of ideas. It's bad. Why am I out of ideas anyway? It's just first. Shoot. Don't overthink. Oh, wow.
Take that!
Oh, my face.
KO!
Something I'd run out the clock, but then he just ran into the heel kick, so I'll take it. Well, that was
Mission
gross.
accomplished.
No, it isn't. We got like 4 more fights at least. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, at least I have experience fighting her, I guess, right? But it went really bad. Super bad, you might say.
よろしいお頼も
Fight one! Ready? Go!
I think I was impatient against her. Ah, not that move. She... Mix up. Mix up is not so bad, actually, if all she gets off it is a little ankle kick. Ouch.
Fight 2.
Just don't want to give her the big standing multi-hit combos. I should probably go offensive style on her. This is working so far. Just slightly more patient.
Fight 3. Ready? Go.
Well, just chip away at me with that. Oh no! Shoot. Shut.
Take that.
Oh, bad. Spin
Fight
kick.
4.
Why you do me like
Ready?
that?
Go. Excellent.
Hey.
On the battlefield, you'd be dead.
Totally dead. Oh, it's been a while since I fought a Kage. Oh boy. Noobs and stuff. Oh, blood red armor. Looks like a big scab.
Time for a combat seminar.
Yeah, I
Fight
just
1.
schooled your camera.
Ready? Go.
What do you think of that? Oh, how did he block that? That was fortunate. His kick went right over me. Ooh, yeah. Oop.
Well,
I keep not getting the combo off that,
Fight 2.
but let me hit him anyway, I
Ready?
guess.
Go.
Oops. Oh, how did he miss? He just whiffed a throw on my back. That was nice. Ah, 3 hits. No.
KO.
A feeling he was gonna set himself up for a throw there somehow. Guess
Fight
I just got
3.
lucky.
Ready?
Realistically speaking.
Go.
Whoa, she doesn't have an uppercut. Not there anyway. Okay. Come on. Come on. Whoop. Uh-oh.
KO.
Well, that was easy. Donk.
we'll fight again.
Alrighty, here we go. Is it Makira? No, Natesh. Nate SH. 6 Dan. No quote. Oh, nice look though.
I'll show
Like
you
a
what
little hair
combat's
bun,
all
dude.
about.
Fight 1.
I don't know if I've seen that before. That At least not in white, but maybe not at all. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh.
Take that.
Uh-oh. Oh, that was so awkward.
KO.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Fight 2.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Bad.
KO.
Ugh.
Fight 3. Ready? Go.
Yeah. Take that.
Oh, no. Ah, I didn't know he could do that.
KO.
Ooh.
Fight 4.
Sorry, that was probably a really annoying
Go.
sound. Oh, I fell for it. I was like, come back here, you old jerk. And then he got me. Uh-oh. Ah. You can't throw him when he's upside down. Fortunately, he didn't just kick me. Well, I did it.
On the battlefield, you'd be dead.
Hooray for me. Yay, I cleared it. That's all you get. Just the knowledge that you did it. Okay, well. So I got a Dan rank. Didn't get a whole lot of money or anything. Found some moves I liked, like. Well, I didn't do a whole lot of offensive mode. Offensive mode has that cool. I can't speak. Up forward punch is cool. Up forward kick is cool in offensive mode. Oh, forward punch kick does the whole takedown, and that's fun stuff. But mostly I stayed in defensive, and of course there's forward kick. That's a nice one. There's still the old flying spin kick of guard kick, but it's super risky if they just crouch under it. Then you just get toasted. I was doing that way too much because I'm still in that mode. But so instead of that, mostly though, I was doing. Let's see, I'm totally blanking on all the. There were like two moves I was doing over and over. Well, axe kick, down back guard kick, that worked pretty well a lot of the time. You get a huge juggle off that. Forward kick, but what was the other? Oh, forward punch kick punch. That was quite handy. You get a little ground juggle off that. I think that was most of what I was doing in defensive mode. Well, yeah, so let's see. So that's me. I guess I'm going to be playing Vanessa in 5 now because I broke her for myself in 4. I don't know if I'll go back there once in a while just to see if I can still keep breaking it with this spin kick. But, like, I took down a champion rank character, and I don't know what rank that is exactly, but it seemed like a high one, and it was pretty easy to do. Then I lost to some characters who just totally had my number, but I was winning, like, I think over 90% of the matches in Kumite, which is kind of ridiculous. Oh yeah, that's spin kick. The flying spin kick, or whatever the heck it's called, in 4 is totally busted for Vanessa. So if you want to, I don't know, ruin Vanessa for yourself, yeah, do that. So, let's see. So next up, though, would be Wolf in 5 here in quest mode. Maybe I'll do some KOF 2000, but Virtua Fighter wise, the next thing will definitely be Wolf in quest mode in 5 here, I believe. And I hope you could hear that. That was all probably way too quiet to even hear over the menu music, because this is my new microphone. I don't know how it's going to come out exactly. And so this is all just a big experiment, but at least it shouldn't have as much echo on it and stuff. So anyway, if you can hear these words... I was going to talk about the microphone. Yeah, okay, so quickly, I was browsing around... on Twitch, just oddly. I don't do that a whole lot these days. And in Street Fighter 5, and there was a dude playing, and his little UI setup thing looked interesting. And so I checked his stream, and he's a Japanese, I think a composer, a music composer, a musician or something. And his handle is Meat Takeshi, MEAT, and then Takeshi, TAKESHI. I'll try to find his channel, his Twitch channel's link, and put it in the description here of this video. But he's like a sound musician pro, so he knows what he's doing. And he was just lounging back. He's a big fellow, at his ease. He was just lounging back on this sofa, and he looked totally chilled out. It was awesome. He's got like these elegant wall hangings and all this stuff in his apartment or wherever he is, and he's just lounging back, kind of stylishly dressed, and he just had this massive... He had a mic, like a stage microphone, like a sort of tapered cylinder with a, metal grill covered ball at one end, that like you just pick off a mic stand on the stage and be cool with as a vocalist. It was just on this long boom arm. The boom arm was so long it reached across his room from his computer setup to the couch he was lounging on, just this huge long boom arm, and so he had this microphone right there, and he sounded amazing. And I was thinking, well, why am I shouting into this blue snowball that's on my desk, like at least 2 feet from my head, because I have this giant arcade stick in the way? Why don't I just get a microphone on a boom arm like that? So I looked into it and did some research, and what I ended up with was it's not the one he had. I know that much because it's different colors, and there's a couple companies that make highly regarded microphones. The one I ended up going with was a Sennheiser microphone, the E945. Basically, the reviews, it sounded really clear in the YouTube comparison videos I watched of it, and the reviews said that it was good. It sounded good basically right out of the box. Like, you didn't have to plug it through an equalizer and do stuff that I have no idea how to do anyway, and I don't have equalizer. I don't know how to do that stuff. So I was like, okay, if it sounds good and I don't have to mess with it, whereas you're implying I do have to mess with these other ones, then that's what I need. So not only did it sound good, it sounded simple for a klutz like me. So that's the microphone I got, the Sennheiser E945. That's what I'm sort of awkwardly lisping on right now, right in front of my mouth. And there was stage microphones, professional microphones aren't USB. I mean, there's podcasting microphones, the Blue Snowball, and all these other wacky podcasting microphones people swear by. Blue's got a more expensive one. That's kind of the main one, I guess. But those are USB microphones, but most actual musicians, professional microphones are not USB microphones. They use their own special plug. It's a round plug with like three round prongs inside it, sort of arced along one side. It's sort of weird, but that's what they use in the audio world, and it's all analog. But if you search on Amazon for whatever that connector is, I totally forget the name, I'm bad, to USB, there is, I think it was really just this one Korean-sounding company. Hosongin, or Hosongin. And they just have this adapter cable that at one end is the, old analog audio microphone plug, and at the other end is a USB plug. So I wasn't quite sure it would work. It wouldn't have worked on its own if I had tried to get a fancy, what's called a condenser microphone, and those are more like studio microphones rather than stage microphones. And they are powered microphones, so they require additional power. So I figured I would just go for a stage microphone like Meet Takeshi had, because his sounded awesome, and why would you get a condenser mic if a stage mic is going to sound great? So, and you don't need, because if you did, you could use a condenser mic with this USB converter cable, but you would have to run it through an amp, and that, I don't know anything about amps. That's getting into a whole nother device and more cables, and I didn't want to do that. So I just got a regular stage mic that does not require what's called phantom power. Audio terms are totally different worlds, so it just means additional power. But so I just got a stage mic, the Sennheiser. There's also a Shure makes some like stage mics they've been making since like the 50s or something that people like. So this is, the microphone technology. This is just old analog microphone stuff. It's a newer design, this Sennheiser thing, but it's still basically the same old microphones. And you just plug them into this one end's this old, whatever the heck it's called, plug, and then the other is this USB thing on this adapter cable, and I was feeling there's no way this can work. This is just not going to work. Plugged it into the Windows 10 laptop, and it did just work, actually. It was kind of amazing. So yeah, I mean, I had to select the microphone in my Windows microphone setting, but that was pretty much it. So hopefully you can hear me, and I'm excited about this microphone. Thank you, Meet Takeshi, wherever you are, I guess in Japan, for showing me what was possible to get a microphone in front of my face. You just need basically a mic stand with a boom arm. It's called a microphone boom arm, and this one I got is hang on, I think it's like a Scandinavian country or something. This was on Amazon too. It came up after some searching, because there's a lot of kind of wacky, not so solid looking microphone stands that came up when I first started searching on Amazon. But this one is, I think the company is TLINGT. I don't know how you pronounce that. And they just made this really solid looking mic stand with a boom arm that it came with mounted already on it, and it didn't have all kinds of crazy ratchets and things. It's just got the swivel ability, and the boom arm can move back and forth, and that's all you need. So just got that, stuck this microphone on the end of it, stuck the cable into the microphone, and plugged that into the laptop, and it magically worked. So I'm pretty happy with that so far. The sound is much cleaner. I know that from my tests. It doesn't, because I can speak to the microphone right in front of my mouth. I'm not projecting my voice out and having it bounce back off of my unshielded hard walls. Not getting all those echoes I was getting with the shouting at my old blue snowball. Hopefully it's also not picking up all the smacking of buttons I do on my arcade stick, which is just below them. It's 1.5 or 2 feet in my lap below the microphone, but the microphone's suspended above it on the boom arm. But this microphone seems to be much better at only picking up sound right in front of it. So sounds away on the sides or in back, it really doesn't pick up that much. So hopefully it's not picking those up too badly, and you only hear distant taps instead of loud clattering all the time. So it should be better. I'll have to actually play back this whole episode and see how it all went. But anyway, yeah. And then so that, and then I finally realized I could use VBR encoding on the video instead of constant bitrate CBR. This is variable bitrate VBR, so that actually lets me pump in twice as many bits of data in fast-moving parts of the video, like when people are throwing punches in fights. So that should look sharper, assuming YouTube processes it and leaves some of it intact when they do that. They do their magic thing to it. But hopefully this is starting to look pretty good. It still will be the same old me playing awkwardly and doing stupid stuff and talking annoyingly and all sorts of things. But other than that, hopefully it looks and sounds better. So, yeah. So again, thanks for watching that. I'll have to do a little timeline, so there's a split up on the play bar, so you'll be able to skip back to the previous part where I actually talked about useful Virtua Fighter stuff. So just go back and look at that, skip the whole microphone bit, and I will see you next time. Later.